Yeah, we got to eat. Tell me any way it go, y'all, we all got to eat. I don't know, did the air kick off or something? Did it kick off? That's all right, that's right. Yeah, ain't for everybody. You come, you gotta be ready to party harder. That's right. Isn't that right? Y'all be ready to party. I used to go to the club. I was going in and try to get me something going, especially you hear the right thing going. You say, I got to get inside. I can't be standing there, I got to get inside. Isn't that right? That's like when this thing here going, I got to be on the inside. But see, who will get back here? We looking at party harder. Isn't that right? That man said we sit down and hit Malkuth. He said we gonna eat and drink. Isn't that right? I'm talking about, if you ain't drank before, you better get your lips wet. I'm gonna have a song, I just wanna wet my whistle. I think the whistle, what you heard on YouTube? Chris, you had to be 2, 3 years old. What did the whistle song, that song about wet they whistle? Chris, what you were, 2, 4, about 4? How old you, about 2 or 4? What, you 4 and a half? About 5. I know it was something, man, when the whistle came out there, I just want to wet my whistle. Them guys back then, you had to be able to sing. You couldn't just stand, the only person could get away with just standing still and singing was Anita Baker. That's because she could blow so hard. She just rock. Yeah, she ain't had to do nothing. She could stand out with the mic and just blow. But other than that, you had to know how to move your feet. You had to know how to step back, you and your group, and drop that mic and pull it back up and do a spin around with that thing. If you couldn't do that, you didn't go to concert. You'll lose. Then they can run, all they do is grab their neck the whole time. And he be jamming. That man holding nuts the whole concert. Like, what in the world? They got out, they just run and slide. Get these hoes back down. Bring these niggas up on stage. You're like, this is way too much going on. Yeah, you couldn't have got away with none of that stuff back then. But they just show you what society, how society changed and how man had gotten off from his purpose. Now we're trying to get man back to acknowledging his creator. That's where we're at now. Man has left his creator. We're trying to get man to get back to Elohim. We got to get back because it's tight out here. Whether we know it or not, then you ask him, mortal man be more just than his maker. And we know that can't happen. Ain't no way in the world we can be more just than the man that made us, isn't that right? So he set the precedent and set the standards, and we got to try to make sure we meet them all. Yes, sir. We've been running a long time. Now it's time to run right. And you got to run this race with endurance. Make sure you don't give away. It's time for us to get understanding. If we hadn't gotten it, then we had to have it. We've come a long ways, but we still got a long way to go. Yes, sir. You know, we testifying just like our Abba did, our forefathers, you know, how they testified. We pilgrims. We just passing through. Isn't that right? But we moving through, we're trying to make sure, though, all our people can still sustain. That's all we're doing. That's all I'm doing, just making sure I get enough so we can sustain. And just like that, Zamar said, I'm 100% with it, because we don't make it. I'm going to take it. We're going to take it, because we got to eat. That was the order he gave Yasharon. We went through. I'm telling you, folks, he gave it that order. We come through, we tell the folks, listen, man, listen. We'll pay you. Right now we ain't got no money because the white man got money. We'll give you an IOU. Because we're going to need some water, we're going to need some food. And then we got these babies. And he said, well, nah, you ain't going to be able to come through. All he told us to go ahead and just take it. They're going to come down there. I'm telling you, listen, a lot of y'all going to be out of these jobs. They're going to force a lot of y'all out. Yes, sir. Or you gonna have, I told y'all before they had, I said, some of y'all had to get the shot. Y'all membership ain't online for getting that shot. Because I'm going to go in your pocket later. Let me tell you something. Listen, man, they said, somebody told me, I hadn't seen this. I want to repeat it like I heard it now. But apparently, I'd like to get the information, really speak on it. But they're saying that a few doctors, I forgot who told me it was, that some doctors are saying that people that's gotten these vaccinations, supposedly, were looking at 6 to a 5 year month time period of living. That's what they say. I don't know. How much, 3 to 5? That's what people are saying. I don't know. So your membership ain't on the line, you get it. This is what I tell anybody, and I've been consistent in saying that. You have to decide, YouTube, whatever, y'all can kiss my, you know. But anyway, I don't really care about what they do. I don't have to be on YouTube. I don't need none of these people platform. I just be up front with it. They can do what they want to do with it. But my whole end is this right here with anybody. Please make sure you make the most informed decision. Because it is your health. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got propaganda on both ends. You got propaganda on taking it. I mean, when I say you got people really pushing the benefits of taking, and no doubt, it probably have helped some people. I'm not a person that took it to tell you that. My mind is, and I keep it, I ain't taking it. And whatever you two want to do that, you can do it and ram it in all your body cavity parts. I don't frankly care, because I ain't finna back off nothing I said. Whatever choice any of y'all made, that's your choice. You're not gonna lose your membership for getting no vaccination. That is your choice. That is your body, that's your choice. And you gotta be good with yourself. You can forget it for me. I'm gonna wait till you come back. And I don't know why, this one I don't get YouTube, Facebook, all y'all mother. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to hold myself as much as I can. Ain't nothing wrong with them words. But I got folks I got folks that really need to pay attention to what I'm telling them. This is the scary part. You have done the most damage. YouTube, Facebook, everybody who keeps censoring, and you're the person that making people not take the shot. Yeah. Because everybody trying to figure, why are you censoring people? You don't censor nobody when they say something about abortion. Come on, that's right. They don't censor these people with their child pornography. All they well said run child pornography and everything else, they don't censor them. All of a sudden when somebody says something about the vaccination, shut them off, shut them down. You're the people that making people not get the shot. That's right. They the people that, because everybody looking, why are you stopping all these people when they say something about it? That's people's choice. Right. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it anyway. That's right. Leave them alone. That's their choice. Right. Joe Biden, you dickhead, what are you doing? Right. Leave these people alone. Right. These people jaw livelihood on the because of your choices. This is what bad. And all they're doing, they creating what they're going to call criminals, and they're not criminals. These are people going to have to survive. You're not going to operate on people unless they have the virus, have the vaccine. What do you think these people are going to do? These people, if I'm going to die because I'm not going to get an operation for a vaccine, what do you think these people just going to go home and lay down and die? These people going to go on killing sprees, robbing sprees. What, you ain't got nothing to lose. When these people can't work and feed their kids, that's why they were giving out the SBA loans, the PP, because they keep violence, keep people from being criminals. So what do you think will happen when people can't work? You're not going to get unemployment because they're going to tell you you're ineligible. You abandon your job if you didn't get the shot. So you're going to force these people hand to be criminals. I don't know why nobody worry about going to no polls. The people need to stand up and the people need to take over and be their own government. That's retarded. The only reason you have a government is the government is established to make sure the will of the people is enforced. The founding father never intended for the government to make a will of the people. That's the only reason government is there. The only reason. And for the protection of. You have a military, so the military there to make sure that your rights are not being infringed upon from other entities from outside. All these United Nations, all these people are other entities from the outside, and they're invading your right. America is taking on the same psychology these other people are. They're going to be fastening people down, grabbing people, making them get it. You're reducing the timelines of people who got criminal charges. If you gave a man 10 years for a crime, that's because that's what the crime called for, supposedly. Let's go with that. But if he get the shot, we'll take 4 years off. Should he have gotten 10 years in the first place now? What's the shot gonna make him do? What's gonna make the shot's gonna make him become less criminal? Make up your mind. The stuff you doing is what making people not want to take the shot. Right. Why all of a sudden you putting people's name inside of a lottery pool to win $1 million for getting the shot? What do you got going on? What you're doing is making people question your sanctity and what you're doing. So I tell everybody, I've been told y'all these folks, y'all better know what y'all believe and what you're standing for. Now I told you now, I ain't no hypocrite. If I'm going down, and they say he gonna need that shot, he gotta get it. Put my name in that lottery. I had a ticket in 1998, I want that ticket on my record. And I want a refund, I think with $84. I'm gonna need that money back too. I'm also, what else I need to get? I'm gonna need that criminal charge and that $100 and that turkey for Thanksgiving. And that gift certificate for Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. That gift certificate, they ain't no sin. But the gift certificate not a sin. Just don't write Christmas on it. And put all of it in, and if I hit, bring me my money and put it in my casket. That's why I'm mad. Listen, the old that white man on YouTube, you probably won't be seeing me no more because they ain't my mama. YouTube ain't my mama, Facebook, George Biden ain't my mama and my daddy. None of these crackers, none of these niggas don't rent me and tell me to do nothing. That's right. That bottom line. So whatever they do, that they business. At the end of the day, I've been saying the same thing. Whatever choice people make, that's your choice. That's right. People say, oh, you go get it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'll never speak to you again. That's people's choice. That's right. People been doing what they want to do. As long as you don't affect me, I don't frankly care. That's your choice. Yeah. At the end of the day, you got to think for yourself. You got to look at, there's a lot of promotion to make people get this shot. That's what making people question it. Yeah. What's all that push for? Now I think I sent up somebody I think Chanel sent the article where some guy getting a divorce and the judge ordered him to get the vaccination in order to see his kids. Now the courts done got involved. This is the problem you got. Now you got to look at the legality of this whole thing. This is not a judge. All a judge is a referee. Most of you people, you are a referee. You have a prosecutor, defendant. This person is the referee. That's why they're there, to when they make objection, they say, well, to sustain, overrule. So the game keeps going. You don't let players run out here, hey, he fouled me. Me and the referee, I didn't see it, keep going. But come on up, what you finna do is get yourself ejected out of him. That's why you got a referee, because you don't let players make the decisions. But now you got a judge saying, you have to, in what law are you going to use? That means you're going to have to create a law and put on the book in order for this to be valid. You have to be vaccinated. See, were you vaccinated before when you was in there with your kids? But you were with them. Now you got to get vaccinated to see them. Man, all these people, listen, this is going to be complete chaos. All they finna do, they finna divide people. It's finna be the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. That's all they're going to be. Now you finna have, people are finna hate each other for they to say, listen, I don't hate nobody, forget it, that's your joy. Go down, I'm going in your pocket. Ain't that right? I'm going to look at your ID, see if you white, I'm going to say, I'm going to make sure ain't nobody looking. Because niggas will tell them they seeing a white man. Nigga probably don't care. White man probably, make sure you do it, nobody else see you. They say they want to. Y'all going to spend a little bit of time how this whole thing work out. End of the day, y'all better make, this the whole thing. Everybody need to white, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. It's so many nationalities, I don't know all of you. Everybody going to fall on the black and white. Yeah, that's right. Make sure you're living right. I'm telling you, it's finna get bad. It's gonna get real. Now you gotta really ask yourself. Let me see how they work. See how to do this. Abortions. Anybody familiar with abortions? Old folk call it abortion. Abortion. Y'all know how go get an abortion? You're like, what? That girl done got abortion. Okay, devotion. So okay, the whole argument is, let me see how to do this. A woman's right to choose what she want to do with. What is it called? Her body. So if I don't get the vaccination, could I fall under a nigga right to decide what I want to do with my body? How the courts can come do that, but they can let a woman charge whether she want to kill a baby or not? And this is the problem I got with the whole abortion thing. I've been a part of abortions happening, put some money behind. I've done it. I've been guilty of that. But this is when you have to really sit down and look at it, because you buy into the hype and the psychology they tell you. Whatever you do with your body, as long as you're hurting you, once you create a life inside your body, that's no longer your choice. Because now that's different. Like if I sit here and I want to smoke crack, I'm sitting here smoking crack, smoking crack here. None of you guys can smell. None of you guys are getting the smell of it, whatever it might. If it's a secondary or something, you're not contacting, you're not catching, it's not affecting you. Then Tony shouldn't be charged with a crime or be hated, because I'm only hurting. But hypothetically, if I'm a female and I have a baby inside my body, now I have an unwilling participant, a person with no voice that's being affected. Who taking it in secondarily and even now at the first, who can actually, it can cause some kind of health defect, birth defect, abnormalities, anything, or even death. So at that point, I should be charged with attempted murder. Isn't that right? Because it's involuntary for the person that's actually sitting here, like you. I'm saying smoking crack by him. You don't like crack. I'm saying smoking crack by you. And you don't like crack. You like crack. Because, man, he should have been moved. I keep trying to tell. It's just not working. I don't want to. Help me move this pew. But you see what I'm saying? Your choice is, he can move. Man, I don't like you smoking crack. Man, that crack, I don't like it. What can he do? He has a choice. A woman pregnant smoking crack. What can the baby do? That's why somebody got to be a voice for that baby. That's right. Yahushua was a voice for us before we got him. Yes, sir. See, nobody had been fighting. We could have been aborted. He was a voice for listen, Yahuwah had already put on his mind, I'm going to abort the whole system, get rid of everybody. But somebody's able to stand in for us. Somebody stood in for us. That's why we're here. See, these people, they're not practical when they come. Then you come back, these same hypocrites who fight for a woman's right, my body, my choice, my body, my choice. My body, my choice.
That's right.
You're killing other people. Don't they have a vaccination that's supposed to keep them from contracting it? I don't know how I could hurt them.
Right.
No. Once all of you get vaccinated, then they're not affected anymore. Does it make sense? How does their body know that I've been vaccinated?
Right.
Because I showed them the card? This is just dumb. Let me tell y'all something. School teachers, y'all might already get ready. Police officers, y'all might already get ready. All these workers, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. You finna have an uproar. Listen, these kids ain't learning that as they already low staff. So the country is already low staff. You can't get parts. I got a mechanic shop. You can't get parts. Listen, I got a 2017 vehicle here to do. Listen, we couldn't get the parts for it. They no longer make the part for a 2017. Kia, Hyundai, go get you a new one and try to go up here and try to get your car fit. They won't start back working on cars till October. They don't have the people. And then you finna get rid of everybody off of vaccination? You two, get your own brain and stop fighting these people.
That's right.
All these folks, get your own brain. The stuff that these folks been detrimental, all of a sudden now they want to push this whole thing on. If you say something, get it. This is like communist country.
That's right.
This is stuff Russia them do. You say something, get these folks block you out for, and they're gonna talk about Russia? They're gonna talk about North Korea? What's different in here? We're sitting in an autocracy. And the fact that people don't even think to look at America has lied to people so long, and you know what's really scary? This has always been the same America. It's nothing new. For all those like white folks, freedom being taken. You never had them. They've always controlled them. They've always killed. They've always arrested anybody with a voice. Niggas, you ought to really be thinking. You know how many people tried to, was it Fred Hampton? Tried to talk to, and we knew they took him down. And we left him right. Every time a nigga stood up, Shakur, Tupac Shakur's stepfather, or Marshall Shakur, they took him down, and we knew they did. They lied on him and took him down. The man's a doctor. They took him down. That's what they always, and you know what do? Niggas just keep rapping. Nigga go get a shirt, put your name on. When they take me out, nigga, you bound one of those, snatch it off of them. One of those shirt with my name, Sheikh Tavar with name Sheikh Tavar, the Mexican guy. Every time a nigga want to wear a shirt or something, man, whatever, take that shirt off. Shirt don't mean that. You're like white folks start to call, oh, I'm scared you got that shirt on. Nigga, please. That stuff don't mean that until we stand up. Until we stand up and defend our right, because America does not stand for the rights of the free. They stand to enslave people and indoctrinate you, and that's what you see now. And they're showing it to you. Man, God done told y'all, what he done told y'all? My patience weighing out with y'all. What you gonna do, white boy? You plan on coming to see me and you? What that mean you gonna tell me my patience weighing thin with y'all? Nigga, you ain't my daddy. Oh, well, I don't know how niggas ain't lost. How you gonna tell me your patience? Man, nigga, you ain't got nothing to do with, I ain't elect you. Every time we should have got Trump, another deadbeat white man. I'm telling you what we don't need. We don't need no more old crackers. If you're gonna put a white man there, we need somebody young, more innovative. And I ain't just saying, let me tell you why. Old white men have played out. Y'all know what Trump done came out supposedly done saying now? Had Robert E. Lee been leading the troops over there in Afghanistan, said we would have won. You talking about the same Robert E. Lee that lost the Confederate?
That's right.
What did I just tell you, Crocker say some stuff like that? He's saying that if Robert E. Lee had been over there in Afghanistan, they'd have won. Listen, he would have lost. Him and Russia, listen, America and Russia have showed y'all they can be beaten.
Yeah.
See, them they get you. Oh, they got technology. They got nothing. These are sand niggas, as they call them, on horseback and on feet. These guys have no planes. They have no tanks. They have no helicopters. They have no aerial surveillance, and have whooped these major white boys.
That's right.
Whoop them. All niggas keep the American Indian cracker. They got too much technology. They too strong and too smart for us. Them folks just show you got to have a willingness. I know it sounds like Yoshi a little bit. Yoshi speak for our 4 great-great-grandfathers and grandmother way back then in slavery. But you see what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all, listen, we are the people got something. Listen, all them folk they locked up in Guantanamo Bay, they down to what, 8 now left? 40 people? Listen, what them up? Y'all know they released them. Y'all know some of the people they released are now sitting in the government in Afghanistan. How many of y'all didn't know that?
That's right. That's right.
Think about this. When they take you to prison, your life over with. How you go to prison on another island, listen, completely thousands of miles from where you were locked up, tortured, waterboarded, raped, humiliated, manipulated, come right back out, and now they sit in the government. Soon they lock a nigga up and put a little something on the nigga record. First thing y'all do, die and quit. Because you lock, them people, listen, they will to fight. They got it from you.
That's right.
But now you done gave up. You know how America got you? They got you with air conditioning. They gave you TV. Them folk refuse to take their stuff from them. They won't take it. Why these stupid people keep walking, won't take their car? Because they're going to cripple you with them. Because as soon as America give you something, then they come and say, we're going to take it from you. Now you got to beg. Get on your knees. Please don't take it, master, please. That's when we don't want it. Listen, you know how bad they got beat? The fact you left, and you left helicopters right there. They left them army choppers. They left, listen, these folks got grenade launchers. Hey, y'all see the video, how many guns they got? Listen, they got, but let me tell you, when you lose, that's what you do. You leave everything you got. You lost everything you got. Because you know why they took? I don't blame them. Why would I take them when I lost with them? This what you look at, nigga. You lost with Jesus, why you still got it? Leave him where he at. The first thing the Negro need to get rid of is Jesus. All the thing they using you, the psychosis they mess you up with, because you sat around and you still believe in Jesus. Right. You believe if you stand up and fight for your right that you gonna burn in hell. A fictitious place that this man made up where the name is synonymous with fictitious and lies, and that's how he got you off. Give you Jesus, a fake savior, when there's a real savior. There is a place of destruction, and that he's gonna put people in destruction. But the white man created the phobia and fear that keeps you from going against him. And now you're afraid to have dissidents against him. You're afraid to disagree with his policies, with his religion. Everything, I got it against him. I don't agree with his policies. I don't agree with his religion. I don't agree with nothing he give me, nothing. Anything he said he gave me, you owe it to me anyway. That's right. Quit thinking white man, he ain't did nothing for you. Everything he did, you ain't did but more hurt to you. That's right. That's just being honest. And when you gonna stop and start thinking for yourself? What y'all think that man's next move is? He gonna come and get the guns from everybody who don't get the shot. He gonna reduce everybody down. I ain't getting up mine. I ain't no volunteer nigga. You take this and you play at the White House. I ain't giving up nothing. I'm a man. I ain't become no man because no white man told me one either. Wait, let me tell you something. This cracker let his own kids come up there and whoop him up at the White House, and he said that was a normal day. You ain't gonna come see me. That's right. You better play with them white folk. Go play with Jesus. I ain't got to tell you, I don't know what y'all think. Listen, we ain't the criminals. We the victims. Now the man punking everybody. All these folk that love their country with their flag. Keep your flag when he hold you down and make you take that shot. Go tell her now about, you don't like it, leave it. America, the bad place. Where you get these freedoms at? You being forced into the same thing them other countries into. I want you to keep your flag hanging high, nigga. Everybody you been kissing they behind, you better not bring that flag. Keep that flag high. That's right. He finna lie. Oh, the military, they got to walk right in there and do it. Listen, every government contractor got to go get it. Blackwater got to go there and get it too. I want to see them on there. SEAL Team 6, get your shot now. Ain't that right? They're going to go get that shot. They're going to be called belly up. They're going to be sitting there water on them. They'll see. Ain't nobody took that shot and went on the water with it. Ain't that right? They probably my last broadcast on YouTube, but I don't give a flying flip. That's right. They don't start knowing I don't need them to do nothing I'm doing. That's right. The rest of them people need it because they need them to pay them. YouTube don't pay me nothing. They don't do nothing for me. That's right. Ain't that right? They don't have nothing to do with the function of how we've been operated before them and without them. That's right. Ain't that right? I was preaching before they came out. That's right. Now I'll be preaching when they gone. Yep. Y'all hear me? If the people had a voice and they had a sin, they shut me out, shut them out too. That's right. Start supporting them, shut them down. Start watching. How in the world we got to a point we let a darn social media site control us? The site that the whole bit of the site would let people do what they want to do. As long as you ain't infringing on other people's rights, you making videos talking about killing folks and blowing up folks, that's a whole nother issue now. But people stating their opinion and what, you can make a video saying you hate niggas, that don't bother me. You ain't gonna come to my face and talk to me about it. You ain't gonna come to my face, you ain't gonna act upon it. I don't care what this, they got stuff on TV that degrade us. The news degrades you. I don't care about them making it. This the thing, look, somebody make a video, I don't like niggas, I hate niggas, I'm gonna kill niggas, I hate niggas. Long as you saying that on there and you don't come to my face with it, we good. Plus, I ain't watching it anyway. That's the whole thing. That's the whole, get what? That's the choice. You have that freedom. That's right. Oh, I don't want them on YouTube. They upset me. Don't watch them. That's right. When you don't get views, it died anyway. Yep. See, they don't even realize, stop letting these government-sided government control you. Everything should be up to the people. You have a right not to like who you don't like. You have a right to like who you like. That's your business. As long as you ain't infringing upon the rights of others. Your conversation don't start the right of others. I say, you ugly. Oh, take him off YouTube sandwich. That is my opinion. I have a right to my opinion. No, block him off. He need to be sued. Take him to court. Now we need to sue him. For his opinion? How would my opinion affect that individual? Now she ain't gonna have, now she can't live. Now she gonna die, she can't breathe. Now she can't get a job, she can't work, she can't make money. That's when you start looking at you infringing upon people's rights. If I say something and it's detrimental to your income and detrimental to your welfare, that's a different issue. Now she has a case. I'm not able to make money. I'm not able to be employed because of what's going on. Now he's infringed upon my right. But your opinion is your opinion. That's your right. We're going to stir my legs and say, man, what you think that little night? That's ugly. Hold on. You need to be censored. I don't like it. No, you see, but this can make the whole store shut down now. Now they won't never be no inventory. White people have given you this rhetoric. Now, when you see something, that's why we not communicate. That's why black people can't get together, because everybody afraid of being censored. Tell them to kiss your bottom. Trying to hold back. I'm just irritated. Why are we so afraid of dying? We dead anyway. These white folk, we dead anyway. What y'all think? How far y'all, this is what I'm trying to say. How far y'all think they're finna go? They're going to come after your kids. If you're not vaccinated, then you're going to be, listen, white defense going to get involved because it's going to be a matter now, it's a detriment to your kid, endangerment of child. Now, these are going to be criminal acts. So all these Jesus loving, belly wet tree huggers, we're going to see what you're going to do. Now, they come snatch your kids from you. When they break your home, they're going to say you're a detriment, endangerment to a child because you're not vaccinated. They're going to start getting people out of their home. If one of them vaccinated, another one not, the unvaccinated got to leave. I'm telling you, where y'all think this going? The man done told y'all here patience done wore thin. This man was put in office by somebody. It wasn't by the American people. He was put in office by a system, by an operating system that controlled this whole planet around him. Y'all got me? It's a whole entity working together. They're pushing this on everybody. What is it, Australia? They say they're running people down on the street and sticking them on. Listen, can you imagine you on the street and some guy running you down to stick you with, you know how horrifying they gotta be? Why would you be chasing me? That's right. They'll push you down on the street and give you a vaccination. I tell you that now, I ain't running. That's right. I ain't taking no shot, I'm giving shots. Y'all can put my post out today. I ain't playing, listen, I'm telling you something. I'm going like a champ. I ain't taking no fool. Anybody, man, I'm a man. You're not finna run me down no street and try to stick me with nothing. I ain't no homosexual. First thing I'm gonna do is start run me down with a shot, and that thing gonna start, my pants gonna be strapped down around my ankle. I gotta start early. That's why I'm mad. Y'all can take and play it where you want to play it at. I ain't got no apology for nothing I said. That's how I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for the things I said, and I'm not sorry for the things I didn't say. Ain't that right? I got to say it. We're not playing that. I'm going to call old boy and can he be my attorney? Mr. O'Neal. I'm going to get Mr. O'Neal to be my attorney. He'll tell you what I can't say, you tell him. They probably think I'm playing with them. And I let Mr. O'Neal tell them I'm not playing with them. Let Mr. O'Neal tell them. They'll hear him better than me. I like the way he said. The man got a beautiful voice. Now I'm all with him. I'm with it. He need to be locked up somewhere and chained up. I'm talking about showing up. You done kill your kids and wife and done burnt them folks up and down. Man, we ain't got no time for you in this society. There's no need to wait no time. Once we 100% know that, listen, you gonna die at the court case. I save all the, man, I'm not finna be holding that man. That man be like your last meal. Man, you be thinking your last breath, you done. We 100% know, I'm talking about 100% know you kill your wife and kill your baby and your kid and you burn them up and try to kill your other son, understand? Well, we done with it. This trial over with. I cut it. Come on, I'm itching. Shoot the nigga now. That's how you cut all that out. Y'all know how many folk been victimized by these people because they drag out these long trials, wasting time with these people, and you 100% can prove that now. 100% this is correct. Just like them folk down in Savannah, Georgia. This what y'all need to ask yourself. What's the name? Aubrey. Ahmaud Arbery. Shot, ran down, killed by. The old white folk did what they been doing, and this the behavior they fought for. They don't used to waste no time with them. There's no reason for them to be living. No, none whatsoever. We had the videotape showing them doing it. You ran the man that is one. You're a law enforcement officer. You will not even do it. Call the police. Make a report. What's the claim? A black man running down the street. We sick of them calls. We sick of them calls. And the fact the DA wouldn't prosecute. Now you got to ask yourself, is this her first time? No. She's only going to be charged for this. She's going to be censored. They stuck her from her job. Watch her. She won't get no criminal time. I know they're not going to do that. That's a white woman. She's a victim. She's going to be a victim. And who's going to be the fault? The black man. Ahmaud Arbery, he going to be the problem. That this white woman had lost her job and had to step down. They need to go through all her case and investigate her. And nowhere in the world it's your first time. You good. The man did. What made you think you would cover this up? That's right. What's in you that you were good with the fact these guys just ran a man down and killed him on the street for looking in a house that hadn't even been finished? We don't think like that. We need to get her. Yeah. If there was a white boy and some niggas ran him down and a black DA done that, they'll get her all white. They'll get them niggas an all white jury, a white judge, and a white prosecutor. That's right. We need a nigga judge. We need all niggas. I'm talking about niggas from the hood. Yeah. I'm talking about niggas smoke with their pan down like this. Yeah. That's right. I know it's funny. Let me tell you, how y'all think we felt and our forefathers felt when they were being judged in the courtroom and you seen them decrepit old cracker sitting here? Yep. Old decrepit cracker sitting up here, old decrepit cracker prosecutor. Yep. Do you know they know I'm not getting out of this? That's right. This is already done. In your face, right here, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. Yep. They need to pull a nigga from the hood, boys in the hood. Yep. I want Doughboy on there. That's right. I want Trey. Yep. Y'all remember Trey got shot, put Trey on. Who else I want for them? I want Chris in a wheelchair. You know where you can find some hoes? Not Crenshaw. Oh, no, church. I want little Chris on there. I want the other nigga on there who had the glass on when they shot that boy down the street. He looked like he was crazy too. I need all of them on there. Put them on the clock. Isn't that right? Who we need for the judge? Not Judge Mack. I think he'll sell out. Joe Brown. Joe Brown, yeah, that car they done came at Joe Brown. Joe Brown wasn't real before. See, they get real. I'm telling them they get reeled up. After they come after them and wreck their career, then they want to run up. When they got position and they can do, that's all I ask from anybody of color. I don't care, law enforcement, whether you a judge or whatever. Just be fair. I ain't asking you to say, let niggas go, let niggas. No, be fair. With a white man, an Asian man, just be fair. What somebody never did for us, what we always say, somebody give us a fair chance. Give us a fighting chance. Give us an opportunity. Then we get position. Well, the first thing we do, we got to show white folk I'm going to be the hardest person on my own people. Then come out and want to go on some black show. I try to work and help my people. And I work with an organization we ain't never heard of. Like Obama and all them little gay kids he working with. I ain't never heard of my brother. I bet he was keeping them. Keeping them locked. I seen them boys out there. I said, man, all them boys sincere. Then you see how that light turned out. Not one of them successful. All them kids out of wedlock. But you still a good dad, ain't you? I said, here we go. Man, that thing terrible. I know the whole thing, and that's a stage act, just straight foolishness. Do you know how influential this man he was and could have been to our people, and what he could actually advocate for our people, give us a real, that's what a lot of older black people thought we were going to get. But they show you they can put you in chief of police, sheriff, they can put you mayor, governor, they can put you in any office, all the way to the president, and they still control you. We ain't never had no black man stand up and be their own person. They had no position. White boy give them say what they want to say. What's that joker, Joe, what his name, up in Arizona, who was the sheriff of them? Joe, that redneck. Oh, Victor Hill. You see what they doing to Victor Hill? He done. They don't ran him. Victor Hill, so one man to stand up to be his own. This is his second time going to jail. I mean, that's what they show you. You can't not be your own person. Did more for Clayton County than anybody ever had come through there. Did more for Clayton County than anybody clean it up. The sheriff, listen, I talked to the guy working for him. Listen, they love him. They said, man, working for him. They said, man, I love it. They said, man, I love it. They're like, man, he a good man. These folks right here, they don't want nobody to do right for them. Nobody, they don't. All they want is rotten people. We need to be able to judge our own people, police our own people, prosecute our own people, and govern our own people, do health care for our own people. We don't need no more white affiliates trying to do nothing for us. If you ain't for our real cause, we don't need you. That's right. We don't need you. Let them do their own, let us do our own. Let the Indian, Hispanic all do it, and then how we'll work together when we can come to a common agreement that we're both different individuals, but our rights should be respected. Those are the people we need to deal with. You say, well, you know, you who you is, but I feel like I'm better than you. They don't need to do no business because they're going to go bad. Nobody control who they are. Nobody made themselves. No, who picked these colors? When are we going to get up and everybody come together, black, white, everybody, and get up and say it's time for us to take over? We need to form our own government. That's right. We just need our own government. It ain't going to work. I've been telling y'all that before it happened. Now, listen, when they start pulling you down and shoot you in your butt, I want you to say this. Repeat after me, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Jesus. Yeah, that's who you want me to, that's who done it to you. Be ready to thank Jesus now. You know Jesus gonna get, he the poison pill to this whole thing. This is a religious move these people making. Listen, they're finna depopulate their rights. Don't let these people make no fool out of you. This ain't gonna be the only thing they're gonna use. They already kill us on masses with the food. They kill us on everything. They're talking, this shot. That's not the only thing they're killing you with. Get that shot of your man more than that. They control your water. Your enemies are giving you your water and your food. Your enemies are making your clothes. Let me see. Nothing can happen with your clothes. Let me think what happened to the Indians on the Trail of Tears. They gave them blankets. Those blankets they were controlling diseases back then, Chris. How did you know how to put a disease inside of a piece of cloth? How many of y'all here know how to put a disease on a cloth? How many of y'all been to college? How many of y'all got a degree from college? And y'all don't know how to put a disease on a blanket? They were doing that before these college degrees or college were even formed. That's right. That's how dangerous these people. And they know, listen, they done already paid her down. All you got to do is put it in Jordans. That 5 white people gonna die, and everybody else niggas. They'll kill 5 white people. Everybody else all the niggas gonna die. Put it in polo. That's 10 white folk. The rest all niggas. Niggas, some of you gonna die because you know somebody with a polo. That's how they gonna wipe up. Listen, they killing us. Our clothing, our medicine, listen. The deodorant killing you. I know some of y'all, I ain't just tell y'all, Smith makes a good deodorant. I'm just put that out there. You ain't got to do it. Wear your own. It ain't for everybody. You keep using that secret. It's telling on you. When you go down there now, and you mess around, and them titties ain't working, that stuff getting your skin. Listen, you have pores. They're putting stuff under your arm. You have pores. Your body designed it's got to breathe. They're giving you an antiperspirant, which means it's an aluminum base to keep you from perspiring, which is not natural, and it's right by your glands. Y'all got it. Which a lot of these women wonder how they come up with breast cancer. You got to start looking at what are they giving you. So now your body is not doing it naturally supposed to do to excrete. Yeah, those people in Africa and Europe, they stink. They stink. But guess what though? Go look at their breast cancer rate. Woo, they stink. They don't want to do them folks stink. Now, I smell some folks on there. Listen, that thing make you, listen, it make you throw it inside your body. Have you ever thrown it up in your body? It can't even come out your mouth. Man, I was in a rental car. It was some guy, listen, that thing hit me. The thing I threw up in my body. It was just whoo, whoo. I had to run out the door. Listen, it was so, I can't describe the smell that was on the body. It wasn't no, you say, whoo, somebody must, I would be lying. This was nowhere near somebody, but whoo, no. It couldn't even come out your, when your eye water and you feel everything throwing up in your body, I said, this is a whole nother area. This is a whole nother animal. We need to start looking at, I told y'all before, we have to start planting and harvesting for ourselves. Yahuwah told us that. For us to build us houses, for us to plant our food so we can do what? While we dying. Are we doing what he told us to do? We renting, we trusting them, and we buying from them, and that's why we sick. Everything he told us to do, because you know how, well, today people don't, see, you need an education. How the education to help you when you're going to need a vaccination now? Come on. You know who's going to get your job? Somebody who's been vaccinated. Because they need to feel your education if it'll be worth hogwash. How much you think people pay for a hogwash? That's what they're going to pay for you and your degree. Absolutely nothing. Because these folks are finna run everybody off. Listen, even the people with their own, they're going to try to force our hand. But if the non-vaccinated people stick together, we can come up with something. If we don't, we finna all be extinguished and wiped out. Everybody sitting on the bus just chewing on each other. You chewing on somebody's arm, they chewing on your leg. Everybody walk around with all these bite marks on their body. I ain't interested. That's right. Hello? Yes, sir. I know it. Listen, y'all gonna go and get it. Y'all gonna think about that job. You don't run there and get it. You know what they're gonna do. I know you count on Kemp and Ironside. They got up there in Texas trying to play like Perry Mason in that wheelchair. Let me tell you something. You can't hold the opposite but 2 terms. When they get through with that, they're gonna force these guys out. They'll get you a Democrat. They'll get you a tree hugger. Y'all hear me? They're going to get you a tree hugger and an abortion advocate. And somebody who's going to definitely be for these vaccinations. All y'all need to get these shots. They're going to force you. Listen, what you going to do? New York and California, I told them 2 of the dumbest states. If we were smart, we'll go there with a power drill, cut New York and California off from the map. Let them go back in the ocean somewhere. We don't need them. I'm telling you, they wasted. That's why y'all going to be messed up. Them people don't want no draw even when they need to wear draw. You can't, they're weirdos and freaks. Okay. Where y'all think all these, who started it first about talking about everybody got to get vaccinated going to the grocery store? New York and California. New York and California, you got all these death systems on your car and these trucks tearing them up. New York and California set the president for the whole United States. People don't even know why they start tearing up. Because these bastards, these tree huggers, and they, listen, look at both their states. Flooded out and burning up. And these are the people, your conservationists. These your intelligent people. And both they stay in here in a hellhole. Just can't follow them. Best thing to do it ain't everybody now. You got 5 good people in them places. Listen, they can't have no more than Luke had in his house. Cut the whole state out, cut both of them off, bring the good people out. Let's go and get them 10 people out of there. Abraham said if it be 10, out there he said, well, yeah, you ain't gonna burn it up. You can't get me so many. You ain't gonna get no 50. Right. It ain't gonna be no 50 on them. Right. They can't have more than Sodom and Gomorrah had. Get them people out, cut them states out, and let them go. Let them be their own country. I'm telling you, incident, the homosexual agenda, that drug smoking agenda, all came through California, New York. Yep. New York, California started out freebasing. Yep. LSD. Yep. California gave you crack rock. New York gave you crack rock. What's that? Yeah, then we learned about Ready Rock though more when we got down there to New York, introduced more of it though. Now, both of these states were crooked. They both instrumental in the destruction of America now. They both are the influence of America. If there's a style of fashion gonna come out, you're gonna be something, it's gonna come out California and it's gonna come out New York. People don't realize Atlanta's setting the precedent though now for them. Yes, sir. Ain't that right? Atlanta, listen, Atlanta, Georgia got an opportunity right here to redistrict this whole place, to reestablish it. Right. You got the Yahudim here. We ain't just down. We put a strong president in here for the Yahudim. Right. We holding down. If we get everywhere where the Yahudim at, let's hold this thing down. We can fix this place. Right. First thing we do, walk up and slap a mother. We ain't talking about somebody, I'm talking bird, one of these stupid tree huggers. Yeah. Put them fires out. Every year you walk yourself, light a campfire, I'm gonna slap the piss out you. Yeah. Don't make no sense. You burn up how can you burn up a state every year? You can't be that dumb. It should be illegal to go camping in California. How stupid can you be? You lose 24,000, 100,000 acres, and you still letting people camp? I ain't never seen so many dumb people in my. How many of y'all agree? California, they rank number one, some of the dumbest people on the planet. New York following. And it's just bad. We're not talking about every individual. We know it's more than 5. It could be 6 or 7. But we know for a fact that the detriment of this country is coming out of them 2 states. Ain't that right? Then we need to get rid of all these rednecks. Cut down. We need to take all rednecks that hate niggas and hate Hispanic and other people and put them on their own, get them their own, get them something like, what's the state we don't really use? Idaho. I think that too, Idaho. All we do is just get our potatoes out there and take them out of there. So we'll sit in the Idaho. And then all the niggas that don't like nobody can't get along with nobody. Where we gonna put them at? North Dakota. It's cold up there. Freeze them niggas. That's where they pull their pants off. So we done already vote on the new, when I become president, that's where we're gonna put them at. So we're gonna take the 5 and 7 people out of New York and California, we're gonna cut them states out, let them float out there, and they make it, they make it. Then we're gonna send all the redneck racists to Idaho. We're gonna send all the stupid niggas don't like nobody, we're gonna send y'all niggas to North Dakota in the depth of winter. With no belt and no coat, so you don't like to hold your pants up. That's how you keep, you'll get them up then. So the votes are already in, and I feel like I won the election, and I want to recount if I don't. We're gonna just keep calling recount. We'll do like they did. I need to see they won't let her pick our own. You know they won't let you pick your own candidate. No, they won't. They do the same thing they did with who they give you who to pick. There's some other people be on the ballot. You know, other people. You know, you only hear about the libertarian candidate, the independent might have them one. It's other people. The Green Party had them somebody on there. But see, they don't teach nigga. All they tell a nigga is Democrat, Republican, Democrat. Most of y'all, most of y'all don't know they have a candidate for those people, do you? Yes, sir. How many of y'all didn't know they have a candidate for those people? Yeah, they have. They be on that. They just don't tell you about it. They always do that. They only give you what they want you to know. That's why I told you the nigga needs to be informed. He's ill-informed. He's ill-equipped. I'm here to try to make sure we change the dynamics of that. All right? I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit and try to get y'all out of here. There you go, yeah. As you hold on to him because he help you walk. He be holding on to the head. I said, that's a lot of weight on his head. If you lean a little bit that left, he can crush that joker to the ground, ain't it? All right. I'm going to let him get ready to sign the Kato Sarah. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Ate it. For roast ate it. I'm going to talk with y'all. You know what's something too, really kind of embarrassing to me, kind of distasteful? The fact that they set up and they call themselves celebrating September the 11th. And you leaving out and you sit here in the biggest disgrace been known that you went in this country, made a mess, and you told the people that you were gonna make the people pay that destroyed those towers and tore those buildings down and killed American citizens. And them people got weapons and tanks and planes and helicopters, and they took the country right back over. Yep. You know what the folk don't realize, what they should be recognizing? That means you never had the first time they lied.
That's right.
All they did was showed you a lie.
Yep.
There's no way in the world them people rose up and took that place on the last couple of days.
Nope.
They always had it.
Less than a week.
They've always had, they just, see, that's how they get you. That's as much sense that they tell you that they got Iraq. They don't have Iraq. They have Baghdad. Iraq includes a lot more areas than it does in Baghdad. Baghdad is the capital. You still got Mosul, you got the Kirk, you got so many major places that none of them control. Listen, these people don't know nothing about what you see on TV talking about something. We have Iraq. They don't know nothing about it. You know why? You ain't coming here.
That's right.
They never beat the Taliban. They never had control of no Taliban. They've been doing the same thing they've been doing. They tell lies, they've been working deals. Do y'all know they're gonna be paying these people money?
Wow.
They telling you any American citizen want to leave can get out. How y'all heard that?
Yes.
You do know they had to pay the Taliban $1,000 a person.
Wow.
That's only at one checkpoint. That's how they getting out. It's $1,000 a person. And then when you get to the next line, it's another $1,000 a person.
Wow.
You're going through at least 3 checkpoints getting up. So you yourself got to give up $3,000. Then you got to ask yourself, why was all these white people on here anyway?
That's right. That's right.
Always trying to take over somebody's stuff. Now you stuck. Now you feel like a nigga, don't you? Said somewhere you can't get. I know they go, I can't believe it. I don't know why you cannot just say it. It's the fact that you always think you got the right to go on other people's stuff. Fix your own stuff.
That's right. That's right.
That's what get me pissed off. And then you done said all these folks, some all that crying. I'm not talking to the family members of people who lost their loved one. I'm just not agreeing and subscribing to that the Afghans did it because it makes no sense. You have no proof the Afghans was involved, that Afghanistan was involved. You have no proof, none whatsoever, that Iraq was involved. They never found chemical weapons or biological weapons in Iraq.
Nope.
Nobody talking about that.
Nope. That's right.
Never happened. Never found them because he never had them.
Never had them.
They knew it because he had it, they had to give it to him.
Yep. That's right.
The man had paperwork about it that they had given him, and he kept the paperwork. He never actually had it, and they knew it because they never gave it to him. But that's what happens when you do business with them. Just like everybody them government contract, they finna burn you now, ain't they?
Yep.
A lot of them people gonna have to get them shot. Man, do these folks, y'all have no idea how many folks got government contract. That's everything on the line for them.
Yes,
the
sir.
money they pay you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I've been told you about Rumpelstiltskin.
Yep.
That's what they do to you. I'm gonna get me a government contract. Man, you get your government contract, you set for life and vaccinated.
Yep.
Make sure you get all of it. Well, anyway, that's how they work out. It ain't all about the money. We just made it about the money.
Yeah.
This Romans 15 and 4, BethmanShiach.com. Don't worry about calling me. I'm with you. No, you're not. Just do what you've been doing.
Right.
These folks, listen, I'm telling like Yahushua said, go ahead and take your rest. The Ben of Eastern already been betrayed.
Yep.
He did that. And he was trying to get your sword. He said, it's too late. You don't let him got up on
That's
him.
right.
He tried to tell them when they were praying. He said, listen, y'all need to quit. You need to sit here. You need to stay up.
That's right.
Once they done got up on him, he told them, what you trying to pull a sword for now?
Too late.
It's too late. They done got us.
That's right.
Now you're done. For whatever was
Nikatan before.
written before
Nikatan for our life.
was written to teach us.
That we through endurance.
Through endurance.
And Nakum of the Ketubim might have tikva.
That's what he told us to do. Through endurance. Y'all understand that? Well, this is one of the things where we really got to just start kind of really thinking about the situation of where we at and how this whole thing worked for us. Because we talked about before, it being a cord and how important these things are for us. And a lot of times we missed a lot of things, and that's what they've been counting on for. They just want us to go with hope. And hope makes a lot of sense for them. And it's something that's impractical for people of color. It's just, hope makes absolutely no sense. And it makes no sense to have it in our vocabulary.
That's right.
Man, I just hope something work out. How something just work out of nothing?
Right. Don't worry.
You've done nothing. You contributed nothing to it. You've done nothing to try to facilitate it. Man, I just hope. How much sense does this make? Anything that's going to happen for us, we actually have to have or play a part in it. Y'all got it? Right. Something has to be instrumental in it happening in order for it to come to a resolution of saying, we're looking for something to be received. Just like here when he told us about what they're trying to give us with hope is that for whatever was written before was written, which is Nikatah to
Lamed.
See that? We were to learn, and we learned from what was written. Y'all got it? And through what was written, which instructed us and guided us, it got us to a point of where we had an endurance, where we didn't give way. And that's what happened with a lot of our people. They gave way. Through consolation, Nakum. of the same thing, these writings, of all of these writings, the ones before and what they were for, these writings were instrumental in giving us an attachment, connection. Just can't get people just want to be saved. Why that's hey, so you want to be saved? Yeah, I want to be saved. Well, close your eye right now and pray with me. Okay. They did it to me one time. I had no idea. I want to be saved. They said, go and you saved.
Yep.
Completely false premise.
Yep.
Completely false.
That's right.
Well, first of all, I need to be taught. You can have a desire for something, but then there has to be a willingness, there has to be an effort. Person say, Joe, you want to smoke crack? No, I don't want to smoke crack. You want to start? Yeah, I want to start. Then stop. I know. And then they tell me, well, I talk with them about it. There has to be something instrumental and something they have to do. How many of y'all ever been addicted to something? Whether it's porn or drugs or alcohol. How many of y'all, it just went away one day? You just say, you know what, that's it. It starts with a type of an agitation that you start to get an uncertainty about yourself, or you start to get a feeling about yourself, or something that just gets you to realize it's hurting you or causing you to lose something. Then you start to look at it keeps increasing, and you get to that point to where it's driving me to such a point that I have to break this. I have to stop it because I can see the destructive end of it. Then you start to make the change. But you just get up like people. How many of y'all heard of stories of people saying they used to be a drunk way and they just one day just stop? This in practice. That makes absolutely no sense. This just all of a sudden one day you just stop. No, I reached one day that I stopped doing what I was doing, but there was a lot of agitation. You know what I'm saying? That pushed me to that one day I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I had to start decreasing. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of the agony of it just weighed on me so heavy. So I hated the feeling of what I had, the after effect of it. It didn't have no effects while I'm doing it now. The effects that I looked at, what I suffered after, was so increasingly upon me that it drove me to where, you know what? You have to stop. You got to break it. I went a little bit, go a week, and you say, man, I messed up again. Man, I had him a track record 2 weeks. Then you go. You like, I gotta get to where the hang up points, I break them. And one day I just got up, I just stopped. No, did not happen. That's what has to happen. They come down to salvation. You have to actually be pushed in a situation till you recognize you're at the end, that you're at a loss. You have no other options. That's how I got him. A lot of y'all, why you ain't gonna never get it, I'm just being upfront with y'all. You got options. Anytime you got options, I'm just being honest, there's no way you can be saved. It can't. There's no way you can be saved because you got options. You got to be it can't be no options on the table. Options mean you got opportunities. Hello? It's just being honest. Options mean you got opportunities. You don't have to do it. When Yahushua told the young man he want to know what lacked him, he turned to Alam Kai, and then he told him, sell what you got and you can have more. He like, I got options. I ain't got to go nowhere to get. I got stuff right here. I got options, so you can walk away. See, when you sit around in my condition, I can't. If everybody got it right now and left, I'm the only person can't. I ain't saying nobody, but for me, I'm talking about for me, I can't do it. I ain't got no options. I can't go do nothing else. I ain't got nothing else. Nothing that's going to give me satisfaction to say this will sustain me, even if I'm going to burn forever. Like when you can say that in your mind like that, you're in a different place. You can't be saved. I don't see you there because you got other options. It don't matter to you. This is everything I got. This matter to me more than anything I got. I can't walk away. I can't quit it. I can't give it up for a little bit and come back. I can't go try something else and just see and just check to make sure I don't have no options. Hello? That's where you got to be. If you still got options, this ain't going to work for you. You're going to always be in a struggle. You'll go, but you ain't going to never go far enough. You're going to always be limited. It's always going to be in the hand. You got options. So when you got them options, it's going to hurt you. You got to get to a point where you ain't got no options. Like Jesus said, I got no plan B. You can't have no plan B. Plan B give you options, plan A fail. Plan B, I always have a plan and something. This is the only thing you can't have another plan for. If we get to the end, I'm going to tell you something. We get to the end and they go with it. There's no Elohim, there's no nothing. I ain't lost anyway. I feel good about myself and what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with myself. If we get to it, there's no Elohim, I ain't going to lose anyway. These people get to the end and there's Elohim, as I believe, wholeheartedly. These people in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They're in trouble. I have nothing else. They say, you stupid, you was stupid, you did all that. I didn't lose nothing. What I lose for not being a liar, not being a whoremonger and a hypocrite and a false pretender, not being a drunk and a cigarette smoker and a wine drinker. What I lost? Not being a whoremonger, a child molester. What did I lose? Man, you could have been doing all this. I've been there and I wasn't satisfied. I got tired of it. It's the same people you go, you keep saying the same people. It's the same scheme, the same lies. You know what I'm saying? You go there, go somewhere else so you can create, so now you want a new atmosphere. But it's the same people everywhere you go. There's a whole bunch of people waste a whole lot of money, a whole lot of time, because they don't feel good about themselves. So they drink themselves into oblivion. They go try to find somebody they can push their lives on and try to find, look, go buy clothes to look better than they've been looking. Go borrow somebody's car to go fool somebody. You go to clubs, all you're doing is going to fool somebody. Nigga, hey man, let me wear your shirt. Let me wear your shirt. Man, let me get them. Somebody see it and the girl, oh, I really like them. Then like, them ain't yours. That's a nice car. Yeah, girl. Then y'all kick it out your head. Now you got to come. That's a lie. This ain't your car. Now, what else you done lied about? She done lied, told that girl, pull out that girl ain't had no titties. That girl ain't had no booty. Man, that thing made me up. Man, listen, I be honest with y'all, don't know. Man, that girl got button, I couldn't do that. Man, that thing said, don't even try to pull out. This ain't gonna work. Man, that thing scared me so bad. Listen, that the first time I've seen all that Foster, she had the padded bra. She had, you know, had like that's a nice little gun drop. Man, pull that thing out, man, girl like a 6-year-old boy. I said, man, I can't do nothing to girl, man. I ain't do nothing. Listen, he ain't know all. I ain't do nothing. Man, listen him. Shh. I'm trying to tell you, man, shh. That thing was terrible, man. She had the padded draw, man, had the, man, that girl got man. I said, man, I could get ready to go. I had to leave. Man, I couldn't do nothing. Nothing in my body said, hell, say, that girl built like a 7-year-old boy. Isn't that right? I said, no, man. But you know what? But it worked. She got me over there. But see what happened when you pull all the stuff off? Still blaming. Isn't that right? So I slept with her, I might well been sleeping with kids. I wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? But you just show you. But she did what I want to do. Somebody else done went for that. He's too far in, too deep. Not me. I can leave. My name ain't Larry Fishburne. They're not in too deep. Not me. I can cut this off now. Ain't that rose up anyway. That girl couldn't even rise up to dead. Man. And I had been smoking and everything. You get high and drunk. I had one girl got me because she had a cut on her face. I ain't said it in that morning. I drove her home. I just looked out the window. I said, man, I ain't looking at that. All I kept thinking, man, I ain't said cut on her face, man. I ain't said it in that morning. You know what I'm saying? Now she got me. But this over here, I say they help this 7-year-old boy. I can't do nothing with this one. Everybody different, at least I'm honest. But that's just it. People live lies to try to get people because nobody want to be themselves. That's just it. And America pushes that facade to make you try to pretend to be somebody. Just like when they come out being saved, people won't be honest with themselves to be saved. You know, it's just like here, it's like y'all, well, everybody know they need to be saved, but you don't take it to heart enough that you'll actually act upon it. You know what I'm saying? Willing to separate from, let go, whatever it is, to make sure you ensure your salvation. Most of y'all good with just, I'm just, just kind of hoping it is. I know when you hope, but you know what I'm saying when I'm telling you that. You can do all you want to. This is not based upon no hope and on no win and no pray. This is based upon you doing and following the guidelines. These are the people that inherit. Y'all got the people that follow the guidelines are the people that will inherit. This is not based upon you praying and getting it. This is based upon you. You can pray all you want to. You ain't doing it. You ain't going to get it. I'm just being it's the people that follow the guidelines. The losers are going to be the people that don't follow the guidelines. Okay? That don't make sense to y'all do it. All right, let's how that work out. I say this. I don't know how I forgot to spell Mattheyahu. What happened to me? Why I keep doing man? Is it M-A-T-H? A-T-A. I don't know what the hell. M-A-T-H-A-T-A, Mattheyahu. Okay. Yahoo. Let's see how they work out. How about that? I was going to hold, let's look at it. Let's see how they work out, since I'm talking. Guideline people are going to be the inheritors. Y'all got it? Pray all you want. It's going to be people that follow guidelines, they're going to get it. Guaranteed it every time. Now, y'all haven't heard this. This Christian church will use this.
Yeah.
That's what the be. That's right. The be. I had the be attitude.
Yep.
I'll show you. Don't know what they're doing. It's 5 and 1. Listen to this.
And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a har, and when he was set, his
I'm
Talmud.
saying, for those that just listening, don't pay attention. Har, H-A-R, means mountain, hill. He did not say he went up to a whore. How long folks say, who's your head holes? No, he didn't. Har, H-A-R, is the Abari word for mountain, hills. Go ahead.
And when he was set, his Talmudim came unto him.
So that's right, Talmudim. See that there, possession for hills. And they approached him. Let's see what happened.
And he opened his paw,
And did what?
taught them.
And see that's what we're gonna look at. So now you gotta think about it. Whatsoever was written aforetime was written for our. So he's gonna have to teach them what? That's it. Look at it. Y'all smart, can't trick y'all. He's exactly right. What is he gonna teach them? Some new thing?
Right.
What could he possibly teach them? Why would Shaul tell me whatever was written aforetime was written for my learning, my learning, so that through endurance and through consolation, I might have tikva, which is a connection. And he's going to teach me something new. That means it ain't even been written yet. Should I even be taking it? It don't make sense to tell me something that people behind me didn't have and didn't possess it through that. So you tell me that people that came behind me, they wound up being possessors from what was written. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what happens. And he opened his mouth, paw, and taught them, lamed them, saying,
Baraka are the poor in Ruach.
who now?
The poor in Ruach.
Why?
For theirs is the Malkuth of Shamayim.
That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Yerim Yahu. Yah, Ram, Yahu. 39. I don't know, 39. 39. I see 39-1, then we probably play with it. Let's see, listen.
In the 9th Shana of Siddiqiyah, Malak of Yehuda, in the 10th Yarik, came Nebuchadnezzar, Malak of Babel, and all his army against Jerusalem, and they besieged it.
All right.
And in the 11th Shana of Siddiqiyahu, in the 4th Yarik, in the 9th Yum of the Yarik, the city was broken up.
The city was breached. Go ahead. Which one? Go ahead.
And all the serene of the Malak of Babel came in and sat in the middle gate, even Nagar near Gal Sherezer, Samgar Nebo, Sarsishim, Rab Saris, Nagar near Gal Sherezer, Rab Mag, with all the residue of the serene of the Malak of Babel. And it came to pass that when Siddiqiyahu, the Malak of Yehuda, saw them and all the anashim of war, then they fled and went forth out of the city by Layla, by the Barak of the Malak's gun, by the gate betwixt the two walls, and he went out the Barak of the plain.
Yeah.
But the Chaldeans' army pursued after them.
Oh, yeah, verse 6. Oh, I'm sorry, 5.
5, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
But the Chaldeans' army
We're going
pursued
to
after
be
them.
Kashadim is the word. Is what he said.
Kashadim army pursued after them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, Malkuth of Babel, to Riblah in the Aras of Hamath, where he gave Mashpah upon him.
Where he sentenced him. Is that right? Let's see what happened. 6.
Then the Malkuth of Babel slew the Banim of Zedekiah in Riblah before his
See that? They let him see it. What happened?
Also the Malkuth of Babel slew all the nobles of Yehuda.
Let's see what happened.
Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's and bound him with chains to carry him to Babel.
Verse 8.
In the Kasdim burned the Malak's Beth and the Beth of the with fire and break down the walls of Jerusalem.
So now you can see how Nakum Yahu came back to put the walls back when they were burned. So you see where they got burned at. The Kasdim are the people that came and burned the wall down. Come on. Verse 9.
Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive.
Hold on for a second. I'm at you at verse 9?
Yes, sir.
It's backward. Oh, okay. So let me read this from here then. Are you finished reading?
No, sir.
All right, finish reading that. I'm going to read it from here.
Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive into Babel the remnant of the that remained in the city, and those that fell away, that fell to him, with the rest of the that remained.
All right. As for the rest of the who remained in the city, those that fell away, that fell to him, and the rest of the who remained, Nebuzaradan, the Rosh of the bodyguard, carried them into exile into where?
Babel.
Y'all hear what he did? All right, go ahead. But
Nebuzaradan, the Rosh of the guard, left of the poor of the
What did he do now?
Left of the poor of the
What did he do?
Left of the poor of the
Where?
Which had nothing in the Aras of Yehuda, and gave them vineyards and fields at the same time.
What did Yahushua tell them when he sat down and spoke to them?
That's right.
He told them they're going to get the Malkuth.
That's right.
Somebody told him he didn't get rid of everybody in Jerusalem. He left some. He left a remnant. So when he'd have sat down and he'd have talked to them, he would have told them what they already knew. See, these white folk try to teach us this Christian act or some stuff to go around and be poor, but he had already sent us out. So the thing, this is what hurts us. When we try to look at things, we try to look at it from such a spiritual realm of what they try to use the psychosis on us to kind of dominate our mind. We don't see this was actually something that they knew. See, after he had went and carried them away and burned down everything, then all the officers of the Malkuth of Babylon, came in and sat down at the middle gate. Nagas, Estar, they strolled up. What y'all doing? Oh, I'm sorry. This 20. What verse was that? 10. But some of the poorest armed, who were not a thing to them, Nebuzaradan, the Rosh of the bodyguard, left behind in the land of Aras of Yehuda and gave them vineyards and fields at that Yom. When Yehuda come back here and he destroy their place, he gonna take us and he gonna let us inherit it. That's right. See, what he tried to get us to see, this ain't something magical and it's not impractical. Because when the man came, he saw it made no sense to take these people away and destroy these people.
Right.
And the reason why he left these people, these were people that, let's see what he told us. What kind of people were these?
That's right.
Let's say. Well, verse 11. Okay, let's see what he said.
Now Nebuchadnezzar, Malkuth of Babel, gave charge concerning Yirmiyahu to Nebuzaradan, the Rosh of the guard, saying,
Do what?
Take him and look well to him.
Hold on, they ain't raised it up 12. Take him and do what?
Look well to him. And do him no harm, but do unto him even as he shall say unto thee.
See, these are things we never considered can happen to us.
That's right.
Now, let me ask you a question. Now, these people were taken, and these people were destroyed, and these people were murdered, and he burned this stuff up, but he left them.
That's true.
Why he take these people and set them in heaven? Why he do that?
That's right. That's right.
And gave those people to be inherited. When Yahuwah come back, he gonna destroy that place and burn it up.
That's right.
He gonna burn it with unquenchable fire, but he gonna keep a residue.
Come on.
It's his intent to keep the residue of these
That's
people.
right.
But nobody never taught us that. They got us think he gonna take us, he gonna catch us, and catch us. We gonna be up in heaven while he destroyed. Then he gonna bring us right back down and put us back down here. Where were these people at when all this was going on?
On the right.
So now when he just sat down and talked to them, and he just told them people, and he would start to teach them, this was something that they knew.
That's right.
He told them about the poor. He said, because they were going to inherit the Malkuth.
Yes, sir.
He left them in Yehuda. Why
Yes,
he didn't
sir.
take them and get them property and get them vineyard inside of Babylon?
No, sir.
He said, no, leave those people right here
Come on.
and give them something.
That's right.
Vineyard so they can survive.
That's
they can
right.
keep going. They never told us about this.
Nope.
That there was some that were left.
Yes, sir.
Sophin Yah, 3 and 1. They call it Zephaniah. Sophin Yah. Let's see what he told them. Listen.
Woe to her
Who?
that is filthy and
Uh-huh.
polluted, to the oppressing city.
See that? He told you how rebellion. We talked about that. You know, the Nabaim used to try to tell her only not to rebel against him. Musa tried to tell her about not rebelling against
Right.
him. It was going to be bad for us. Now he done told them destruction to her that was rebellious.
Right.
We saw that, I think, in Uyakra in the 26th chapter of Uyakra, he was trying to talk about us rebelling, about hating his laws.
Right.
And rebelling against them.
Right.
That something had to happen to us. So now he's telling destruction gonna come to the rebellious and being defiled, the oppressing city. Let's see what happened. She,
Obey not the call,
see that? She would not listen. She wouldn't listen. Listen.
she received not correction.
Wow. What do we use for correction?
Right.
The Barak?
The
The
farm.
Barak? Well, he told her, actually he told her all of the Kitabim
That's right.
were given by the inspiration, inspired by you, and it was profitable for
Doctrine.
and
True.
correction. So if they didn't receive correction, what were they not receiving? They was not receiving the word. That's the only thing correct them. So now you got to think about that. So we go to Old Testament, mean, hard God, no mercy God. But he told us before you start telling me verse 1, woe, which was going to be symbolism to destruction, and we knew that was going to be a destructive path coming on her. So it looked like, man, you just came in, you just killed these people? You just did this to these people? But he's telling you what their charges were. He's doing the same thing that Nebuchadnezzar did. He sat down and they had court on these people. And when they had court, they ruled that these people should be put to death. Take their eyes out of him and burn their houses. Did you know that he didn't do that before judgment? Did y'all not know that they had judgment before they did that? Yahuwah gonna do the same thing before he destroyed their place. He's
Right.
gonna pay a judgment on these people.
Right.
He didn't just go and kill all that man Benin because you know what? Something inside my heart is just turning. I'm feeling like God. No, I'm going to trial these people. And when I trial these people, I'm going to put these people past Mashpah. I'm going to kill his Benin. I'm going to, in his And you know what's happening to us now? You watching your kids die right in your sight.
Yeah. It's true.
And Yahuwah gonna take your away from you after that. You ain't gonna be able to see nothing. You ain't gonna know what's right or wrong. But he looked at her. She been rebellious. She been defiled. And she been oppressing other people. And listen what happened to it, verse 2. She did not shama to the call, to the sound. She did not receive correct. So I tried to talk. I called her. She didn't answer.
Right.
I tried to correct them and they wouldn't take it.
Right.
So what should be the rightful do? Forgiveness. Blot out their transgressions. When I called you, when I tried to correct you and you wouldn't take it, The sentence is just.
That's right.
In the book said, who damnation was just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What word for chastisement? What word is what word they this running for? Correction, musar, reproof, warning, or instructions. Restraint. So they'll use it for bond and chastisement, check, correction, discipline, doctrine, instruction, rebuke. So how you pronounce that? Musar. Okay. Summit. M-U-S. This is summit. So they put it with the car, but this is the summit. So using the S-A, come in here and rush. So I put this in for the summit. I don't know. Musar is how you pronounce it. Musar, botched it? Musar for chastisement. So they want to take chastisement. With chastisement, we'll look at the rod. All right? Because he told you, withhold not. Musar. So what's he telling you to withhold not? What, reproof? Withhold not warning from a child? What did he tell you to withhold not? Chastisement. Withhold not. That's why Yahuwah did it to us. See, this is what I look at. We can't come in with a new science.
Right.
Why y'all think Yahuwah wound up doing what he did to us? Hello? He didn't withhold correction from us.
Right.
He said, if you beat them with the rod, you got to constantly, people say, I don't want nobody to preach to browbeat me. I heard people use that, browbeat, beat me with the word.
Yeah.
I remember when Aunt Sheriff first came, she said, we're not looking for nobody to preach at us. We want somebody to preach to us. She let me know, when they came to me, she let me know, don't preach at us. We're looking for somebody to preach to us. But it's time, and people learn, and people do. And sometimes people don't look at it's a form of chastisement. And the reason why he do it, because if you can take the chastisement, then what happens? At the 12th chapter of the book, we'll come back most high with it. The 12th chapter of the book of Abarim. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today.
Take your time.
Abari or Abarim, either one. They call it Hebrews. Yes, sir. So I use the ring. I wouldn't use Abari then. Because it's plural. 12 and 1. Let's see how this come out. How about that?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen.
Wherefore, seeing
We too therefore seeing.
we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses.
You know what else can happen when you listen to this statement? We too therefore seeing, having sight, that we are surrounded by so great a cloud of, well, you know, typically this will happen in a court too.
Yeah.
Because Zedekiah, who he actually got to see too, he had a lot of witnesses too. He was compassed about with a greater cloud of witnesses.
Yeah.
Hello?
Right.
You're also gonna notice in the judgment.
That's right.
Listen what happened.
Let us lay aside every weight and the kata which doth so easily beset us.
See that? That's what we have to look at. Seeing what we got surrounded us, we need to put aside the sin and the thing that easily entangle us. A lot of times people don't realize relationships, health, other things we deal with, desires can be things that entangle us. Get us back to masturbation, get us back to fornication, get us back to adultery, smoking or drinking, lying. A lot of times it's things that easily entangle us, and your enemy knows that. Your enemy knows that too. And a lot of times what hurt us is we'll keep holding on to it. So a lot of us, you actually pack and carry the things that actually cripple you. You do. A lot of times you keep the tool for somebody to cripple you. Because you know these are things you struggle with and you deal with, and you'll still hold on to them. When it's things I know I have a witness for, just get rid of it. It don't make sense. I know it can be used against me. Isn't that right? When the police arrest you, they tell you that you have the right to do what? They don't tell you that now. There used to be a time if they didn't tell you that arrest you, they could actually throw the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be informed before you start getting. They got rid of that now.
Yeah.
The judge don't rule, no, not no more. And I don't know.
Right.
They just show you how they change up at their leisure.
Yep.
They start routing people because I need to know that. I said, hey, did you kill that girl? Yeah, I did one time. I supposed to tell you got the right to remain silent.
That's right.
Why? Because whatever you say can and will be used against you. You need to know that. Ain't that right? And you have a right to an attorney. And if you can't afford one, you say, well, I ain't got no money. Well, you know what? If you can't afford one will be appointed to you. And you were supposed to be asked when you got through, did you understand these rights that I gave to you? But they don't know. The police supposed to tell you that. And they're supposed to ask you, did you understand them? Because you said, no, I didn't. Then he's supposed to explain it to you or realize I'm dealing with a person that's really incapable of understanding what they've done and what's actually bail to them. But they don't teach black people that. They'll let white people know and say, listen, be quiet. You don't have to, don't say, they'll let white people listen. Just save it. Save it. Don't talk to me about it. Because they got the body, they'll let them know, listen. They'll fake them out, listen, don't talk to me about it. You need to get your attorney and tell them, okay? And they trying to help you, trying to tell you, keep your mouth shut. Because right now, camera roll, they're going to use this tape. It's going to come back up now. Got it? So now we're looking at, it's a lot of things that we individually have that actually entangles us and put us right back into entrapment of committing katal. They got something that'll get you with entrapment. Trying to force something on you, it's entrapment. You know what I'm saying? You actually set the person up for it. You can, see, they don't do that for black folks. White folks get though. They'll let them know, so you actually entrap the man. See, a lot of times you don't realize people set you up in entrapment. So it's up to us to know what our rights are and understand things that can be used against us, get rid of them. Don't fool. That's what he tell you. You see you so compassed about with a greater cloud of witness, then let us lay aside every
weight.
Some things are heavy on us. And the
time
which does so easily entangle us, and
let us run with endurance.
See that? Here we go, endurance. How are we gonna run with endurance? What you say? Without giving way. You gonna repeat his answer? Do what now? Exercise your armor now, and then you're gonna duck down behind now. How about we go with what's written? Mm-hmm. Let's go with what's written. Endurance. Y'all gave me the definition, or gave me a part of a definition of what endurance was. We're going to look at what's going to be essential to make sure I'm able to have endurance. And that's going to be the writings. You can know what endurance is and be a track runner, and you don't have it.
Yeah.
It's things you have to practice to have it done. Breathing, am I correct? Right. Technique.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. When I'm running, don't give away. Man, I'm saying I ain't worked out, I ain't ran in 54 years. And talking about I can't give away to nothing. Is that actually going to work, or I'm going to practice that?
That's right.
There are things I'm going to have to implement. That's right. There's going to be sessions, there are things I'm going to have to do to make sure I can ensure that I set myself. I'm going to learn how to pace myself. But you just knowing the definition of a word doesn't give you the ability to be able to fulfill it. So there's a regiment we got to take on. Y'all got it? Because now we're talking about, and let us run with
endurance.
The only way I'm going to do this, I got to go back to what is our foundation? Mm-hmm. What was written before was written for our that we through
endurance.
See, that's what gives us the endurance. Y'all got it. We constantly keep going through the same segment, so we make sure we got to do it. Certain times you learn, pace yourself. Pace yourself on your breathing. Even when I tell people, I said, it's your breathing. You got to watch your breathing. Breathing out of your mouth, you're going to lose a lot of oxygen. All that is a part of what you do to ought to have endurance. And that's what we're doing here, learning how. Like Shaul tried to teach us, that part of our training. Furthermore, as you receive of us, so you need coaching. A lot of times you got people got potential, they need coaching. Mm-hmm. Then you got some people you coach them, you just say, I'm done. Let you do it your way. Mm-hmm. After you get through, you're right. You got some people, you say you're not coachable. When they look, they say, you know what, man, I keep hurting myself. I said, now you ready to listen? This is what I was trying to show. This is what I'm trying to get you. That's the same thing Yahuwah trying to get. Why y'all think we have so many falls and hurts? Because he keeps trying to show it, your way is not going to work. That's right. I got to let you fall so you'll see it's not going to work until you come back to what I told you. Okay. Endurance, the race that is set before us. So let's see what he told us. 2. Looking
unto Yahushua,
the
author and finisher.
Well, here he told us the head, the Rosh, looking under the head, and the perfecter of our Amunah, who,
for the Shusha that was set before him, endured the tooth,
the crucifixion,
despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Elohim.
Do y'all understand what he just said? Who for the joy sat before him. So how do you say the joy and then put crucifixion? This is, the crucifixion means to be put to death, put to death on a cross, on a stick. That's what crucifixion is, to be put to death. Listen to it. Who for the joy sat before him, having despised. He didn't like being stripped down and how people talked to him and did him, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Elohim. The joy was here. That's how he was able to do this. That's right. You faint here, you don't understand the joy is here. This was his joy. This don't move me. You see that? The right. Cause this is what it sounds like. Who for the joy sat before him endured it. So he was happy. Ha ha ha! Stick it! Ha ha! Here, hit me the side, make me bleed. Ha 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 ha! Stupid. He despised the shame or the ridicule, just like you do. He hated how people talked to him and how they treated him. But this allowed him to endure this. That's why you faint. That's why you faint. Because you don't set something greater than what you're doing. You know why people do marathons and why people do it? Because they set before them the greater prize than them. Man, I couldn't do it, because they looking at something greater than what you are. You see that? He's looking at, I'm going to set the right hand of Elohim. That's a joy to me. That's what I'm trying to obtain. So the crucifixion is just a part of a series of what I got to go through. And it's not greater than my joy. What y'all do, you set the vigorous work higher than you do the joy. That's why you quit, you give up.
Right. Right.
That's a big difference.
Right.
Big difference. If you don't set this, that's how you look at the end. The joy is here. This not no joy. This not no joy, shame. That's stupid. Man, no, I don't want no. I hate this.
Right.
I hate this. This I hard. But in order for me to obtain this, look what I got. Can I read like this? The joy, the Elohim, or I got to read it this. The joy set before him endured the having despised
Shame.
and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of
Elohim.
That's how I got this, because I was able to endure this. The writings work for him and work for you. I start with 15:4 every time, because I told you got to have a foundation. So what he's telling you to do ain't nothing he didn't do. He telling you for him to, man, how you despise? We think, well, he's Jesus, of course he can do that. You know, we say Jesus' name and even with Yahushua. Oh, he can do that because he was just like you. The word we'll look at with him was a noose for us. A noose can go to mankind, or mortal man. He was a mortal man. Yahushua made sure he was a mortal man when he did that. He was a mortal man. He was stripped. That's why he stripped him. He had no power. He couldn't do it. He was stripped, mortal man. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work to tell me about it. What you gonna show me? You know, Superman can fly over this building. Am I supposed to set my mind to be like Superman? Can I fly? With all the working out and running training, I can fly over this building. No. It wouldn't make no sense to even tell me about him then. Oh. It's going to make sense to tell me about Yahushua because he was a noose. He was a mortal man. He was mankind. When you refer to certain things like Adam, you deal with the reason why when we see son of man, it'll say son of Adam, because he's talking about a species. He's talking about a species. He's talking about a hypocrite too. When you deal with Adam, that's why he'll call us the son of Adam. I'm dealing with a species. This is the same species. Y'all got it? Yahushua was Adam, same species. That's why we refer to him as the Ben Adam. He was trying to tell us he was just like us. He was trying to tell us he was of a low estate. Okay, Adam in the garden could do what? Give me one thing. What he could do? Give me one thing. He could name the animals. What else he could do? Build dominion over, what's he say? Cultivate. What else he could do? Walk on water. What else could he do? He'd eat all the ox in the garden. What made you how he can walk on water? You seen that? No, I'm just saying who your teeth. Hold on, who been teaching you? This one, no, man. Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard for him. He had dominion over. So it's more than probable, okay? More than probable that he was able to do this. So when he would put out the gun, what could he do? What could he do? He could die. What else could he do? Had to work hard. I need to hear about naming the animals. So guess what you find him on now? Adam, of low estate. That's what Yahushua was. He was low estate. Adam and Anus. Mortal man, he was Adam. We're looking at Adam who was empowered, so he was. But then he was Adam, he was the species of the Bena Ish, the Bena Adam. You're a species of Adam, and you also of a lower state. Hello? Yes, sir. Let's see if he said it. Second chapter of the book, right quick. See me there, 2 and 7, the book of Abarim. Abarim. Make it 6. Let's see. I put 7 on the board. That's fine. Listen.
But one in a certain Malkuth testified, saying, "What is Ish?"
Oh, he want to know. What he want to know? What is who?
What is Ish?
That you do what?
That thou art mindful of him.
Or
The Ben of Adam.
look what he told you. The Ben of Adam, or the species of Adam. That
Thou visitest him.
that you are concerned about him. Let's see what he told us.
Thou madest him a little lower than the Elohim.
Adam. Can we look up what Adam means? So it's important for us to recognize that.
Yes, sir.
You know, Crevlo Dolly, they would use this to refer to themselves. This wasn't talking about them. The book was talking about him. Adam. The shovel, ruddy, red, look at him, ruddy, a human being, an individual, or the what?
Species.
Now, don't it make sense why they call him the Ben of Adam? Because he was the species.
Mankind.
What is mankind?
Like man.
He would serve me absolutely no purpose if he wasn't like me. It would make no sense to say he left me. Superman left you an example that I'm gonna follow. I got a red suit, blue suit with a cape. And I'm supposed to run in phone booths and drop my suit and throw my briefcase and go flying and let folks shoot me in my chest with bullets. He left me an example because that's something I couldn't obtain to. So Yahushua left us an example simply because he was Adam, not only in authority but in a lower estate.
Yes, sir.
Look, listen what it is. That's why he told you he was not Adam.
Right.
I'm not the Ben Adam. I'm not a hypocrite. A common sort. Listen. So we see Abari tell us about what is Ish, that you are concerned about him, or even the Ben of Adam, the species. See, why are you concerned about that species? This is what they were looking at. Why is he concerned about this species? Let's go back and look. See, when we don't know, you don't understand the real power or the validity in the verbiage. Because you're not understanding who you are.
Thou madest him a little lower than Elohim. Thou crownest him with kabod and hadar, and didst set him over the works of thy hands. That's it on.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Okay, it says
That's
you
in
will
verse
put all
8.
things in subjection under his
Recall.
That's why it made sense for all the people to come there and be under him. They put all those folk to be subject to him. So, see, when we start to look at these things, now you got to start to consider you. You're Adam. Simply because you bear the traits. You are that species of that kind. You're also a mortal man. Y'all got it? You're also of low degree. Look at us now. We done took us and we are low degree.
That's right. Yes.
And even your code talking about let him that's of low degree do what? Rejoice that he gonna lift us up. He made us of a low degree, but he gonna look at it. We on everybody. Who we over?
Nobody.
So guess what? We just like Adam, the species, aren't we?
Yeah.
That we of low degree.
Yeah.
But then he's going to come back
Lift us up.
and he's going to crown us.
That's right.
We do it. Look, we learned that from who? Joseph. He's
Joseph.
exactly right. Well, you're right. With Yirmiyahu, he raised him up too. But we're talking about Joseph because Joseph was what? Of low degree. He was in the dungeon.
That's right.
Ain't that right? Which means he was Adam, wasn't he? He was of that species, of that kind. And then what he do? When he exalted him, guess what happened? He gave him a crown.
That's right.
And he didn't believe what he did. And Pharaoh set him over the works of his hands.
That's right.
How's we gonna understand it?
That's right.
You know how many of our people, we the people that overload the prisons?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna exalt us.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's gonna exalt us. But
Yes,
see,
sir.
but when we didn't understand what's happening, then we wound up rebelling. And because the white man, in a sense, had been the enemy, his when I say the white man, his policies, all right, his governing tools have been the thing that's been instrumental in working against us. So we've been so busy fighting back with him, we hadn't understood the plot like Yahushua did, who for the joy set before him endured the cross. When I don't know, you take me to the cross, I'm finna fight this for everything it's worth. We finna shoot it out, we're gonna go to the end because I'm not finna die. It's because they didn't teach me about the reward. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wind up fighting against the will of Elohim. That's how they programmed us.
Yeah.
Some of the things we fought against have actually been things he's trying to use in order to try to promote us. With Joseph, later he came along with his brother, his Akeem, that wanted to apologize. Hey, look there, we screwed up bad. This was a bad situation. He said, no, Elohim, what you meant for Russia, Elohim meant for two.
Right.
To be as it is disuned.
Hey, what's those?
But when we don't know the plot or the finishing end of it, what happened? Yahushua, unlike us, he knew what the end was.
Yeah.
The reason why we fight and rebel and why we don't endure is because we don't know what the end is. We talk with people, we live with people, we marry to people that don't believe the way we believe.
Right.
So what are you going to hear? You're going to hear a lot of negativity about what we're doing. You'll hear a lot of negativity about what we need to be doing, what we need to implement, because they don't understand, they don't see the end of the plot. Y'all got it? What we're going to endure at the end, what we're going to obtain at the end, is a larger reward than what we're enduring now. That's why I don't give away. Go get me a little side chick. Don't make sense because I see the end.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's
It don't
right.
make sense. I see the end.
That's right.
I'm going to lose the whole reward
That's right.
because I'll let something in the middle get me off.
Yep.
That's how important this walk is. Then every now and then, we all have to be tested and tried to make sure that you're still keeping our mind set on who he's going to keep in Shalom.
I stayed on.
Got to stay on him. That's what Yahushua did. He constantly meditated. He constantly conversated about it because he knew you'll get with people, they'll get you off. People will induce you in conversation. All right, let's go back over what we had in the 12th chapter right quick. Then I'm going to finish up that Zephaniah. Try to get y'all finished. 12th chapter of Abari. We should have already read 1, 2, should have been 2 or 3, I think.
Starting 3.
Starting at 3. Okay. 4.
Consider him
Why?
that endured such
Because
contradiction.
we talking about 15 and 4. Whatever was neat katar for our alignment that we through
Endurance.
and consolation of the writers might have tikva. Well, accord or expected weight. We'll take it. So that for consider him who, see, he endured such
contradiction.
opposition. I can't take it. All I'm trying to do is do right and do what you teach, and folks just keep coming against me. Stuff don't be working out for me. Stuff worked out better for me before I came. Before I started trying to obey and live right, I didn't have all these problems. Look, dummy, Therefore consider him who has
Endured.
not who's enduring, ing still, but he's completed the endurance. Such great opposition, not just opposition, but we're putting an emphasis on it.
That's right.
By who?
Kataim.
Sinners. Anybody who fighting you is a sinner.
That's right.
My soul.
That's right.
Against who?
Himself.
Because people are going to fight you because they're not just fighting you, they're fighting him. That's why I say, whoever hates you, hate me. Whoever hear you, whoever don't hear you, that's why they're going to fight you, because it's not actually you, it's because of him. The opposition is against himself, but it's actually against Yahuwah, because the only reason you're fulfilling the acts, doing his will, is because that's what he amar, he commanded. So when the people hate you in opposition, who are they actually against?
Yahuwah.
That's why it makes sense for him to be an enemy against who? Because in actuality, they're not just fighting you, they're fighting me. You're only doing what I told you.
That's right. That's right.
The Lord said, right now, let me get $5 from you. You don't get it to Cam, I need to work with me. Let me get $5 from you. Yeah. See, that's against the Lord. See, the Lord said, you be my enemy. You must be my enemy and give me $5. Then you the Lord enemy. Foolishness.
Yeah.
Foolishness. If I'm doing the will of, and what I'm doing is conducive to his will, and he hinders or he prolongs or he does not act toward, that's when he becomes it. Not because I want $5. So I'm going to sentence him undependent of he's an enemy to Yahuwah. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm telling you, because people take foolishness like this and use it for their own destruction, and that's not something we do. Like he told them they wanted to destroy the people who didn't receive Yahushua when he came. They said, well, would you that we are more, that fire come down from Shamayim and consume it like all Yahoo? He said, no, he said, you don't know what Ruach you are. That's
right.
He stopped them, but they like me, we like niggas. Folk be burnt up, we be walking, and Yahushua gonna be, he gonna be lean. Every time I say, burn folk. He look back, he be like, what the hell back there? So next time be careful. I see a nigga from the street, I just burn him up right quick. They know we that's how we do. Folks just be one right, just be a bunch of little smoke pile everywhere we be. They be like, man, that one nigga, he got me burning niggas up all the time. I be burning them niggas like STDs. But that's why he don't give us everything. Y'all like that? Naja like that. Naja. Over $1 million. I got like 1,039,000. I'm up there high too. Thank you. Even though the congregation talking about me. So that makes sense when you talk about consider him who endured such great opposition by Kataim sinners against him, so that you shall not grow nor in your nefas. I think what else is saying in your minds, but your nefas, because you want to think about nefas would make sense. Because what happens typically when a person say they're exhausted, I think the word comes to be spiritless. That's what happens. You run and you get to, I feel like I'm about to pass out, or I feel like I'm about to die. So nefas makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at it is. That's what people feel like. People quit. People stop. I can't take it no more. I don't think I can make it. So they start looking at it, they become spiritless. They've exhausted themselves because they never looked at the reward to be greater than the labor. I told them, I'm not finna do no work for $1. Hey man, help me build this building, I'm gonna pay you $1. It's not gonna happen. Because the labor is more intense than what the reward is. So Yahuwah looked at, I have to make the reward greater than the labor. I'm asking you to do a lot. I'm asking you to be ready in an instant to walk away from your wife or your husband. I'm asking you in an instant, if you sick, don't do nothing. I want you to suffer. That's a lot. Why would I do? If I'm sick, I want to be well. I'm asking you to stay sick. Just lay here and stay sick. The reward I'm going to show you is going to be greater than your labor. I'm asking you to deny yourself for something. And what it is something you want, but I'm showing you that your reward is going to be greater than what you deny. See, that's what we mess up. Like you just saying, you just got to hold on, sister. You only give a hand cut. You can do it, so you just hold on. Just hold on, sister. That good. What's she hold on for? What's she going to get? You just got to trust him. Give a hand, come on. Just trust him. Just believe in him. Yeah, you can do it. You can make it. All right, stop. What you getting, though? You know what I'm saying? That's good little solve, I swear, a little conversation. But in actuality, you have to have something in front of you to say, this is worth what I'm giving up or suffering. If you sitting here and you just going to go, you're losing time. You're going to quit. You're going to fade off. I'm looking at something greater than what I'm doing. It makes no sense to do what I'm doing if this is more than what I'm going to get. That's stupid. Let me get $20. I'm going to give you $2 back. Are you serious? Yeah. Got to be something in it for me. That's dumb. It don't make sense. You're giving up more than you're going to get back. Y'all understand that? He's not asking you to do these things without giving you something greater than what you're giving up. That's not even good business. Even the child of king told him, he said, I told him to get. That's it. And what we get?
Right.
He said, and every one of y'all follow me. You're going to get. That makes sense. Double. Mm-hmm. People invest for that. Give me 20, I'm going to give you 40.
Oh, yeah.
Now you talking.
Oh, yeah.
We double. I'm going to get that back and more. That's how, when EU lost everything, he gave him back double. Mm-hmm. Man, a man like EU. See, we can never be like EU. Yes, you can if you know the reward. Mm-hmm. You don't lay here and lose your wife against you. Your kids all been destroyed. You lost everything you got, and now your health is on the line. You can do it if you see your reward greater. What y'all think EU saw? We don't think like that. We just thinking, by faith, that's dumb. There's no way I'm just going to lay here sick, suffering, because something got to work. Something got to work. That don't make no sense. He going to give me something. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be something. That's dumb. That's dumb. You don't work, you tell me, what's your pay? I don't know, it's going to be something, though. Whatever it might be a handshake. That's crazy. I need to know I need to know the reward for the labor. Yahushua didn't know he was going to sit down to the right hand of Yahuwah the after. He said, man, you know what? What? Me? Who am I? For real? I knew that before I done it. You need to know what it is before you do it. See, they messed us up with that. See, you ain't supposed to ask. The Bible says, what told you ain't supposed to ask? That's the foolishness they get. That's why people faint and quit. Because they don't see no reward. They just looking at the vigor, the pain. That's what he told you. Consider him who had endured such great opposition by country against him. They're going to be against you, but it's actually against Yahuwah, so that you shall not grow weary, nor faint in your nefesh.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what he told her. 4.
You have not yet resisted unto Dom, striving against Kata.
See that? It ain't happening. These folks ain't bled you out for it now. Come on.
And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto Benin.
As spoken, saying to my Benin, my being, do.
Despise not thou the chastening of the Adon.
See that? The discipline. What we said was Mosar, the discipline, the chastisement. What? Musa. Don't they say that on
Musa.
On Bad Boy too? Musa. No. Saying my being, do not despise the Musa of Yahuwah, nor
faint
when
thou art rebuked of him.
Reproved by him. Because he's going to challenge you to make sure you're still on the path. Because you can start off and you ain't been challenged in a while. You'll lose. You know, people with martial arts and other people that do other types of training, they're going to constantly go through and keep training, keep going back through exercise to make sure they keep a certain level. And that's what he do with us by recruiting, make sure you keep a certain level. Because when you ain't been tested, you ain't been using it, how you know you're still there? You don't. Exactly. So you're going to have to be tested. So that's why I told you, don't think when I'm just trying you. When I say, okay, let me put somebody to come and try you, huh? You don't like that? I want to see where you at. I want to see where you at. He said, man, he did it again. I'm finna go. I'm done. You get what he done happen? He done fainted because he done let the labor got greater than the reward. So you got to test it. He said, see that shit? He gonna try us. But see, when I'm done, he said, you forgot that. Some people get going and realize later, man, I wasn't thinking about that. I know you weren't. That's why we constantly keep reiterating, keep going back, because you'll forget. Your trials ain't anybody come. I am sent from the Lord to reprove you, to make sure. Who can't be ready then? Oh, okay, then go ahead. I think I'm going to be ready. I should. I don't feel like I'm going to faint. Go ahead and try me. Who ain't? If every time it's going to come, it's going to announce itself. It's your responsibility to familiarize yourself with knowing that these things are going to happen. They're going to try you because of the reward. He needs you to faint. Not Yahuwah, Satan and the Shadim need you to faint. They need you to go. They need you to find fault with other people so you'll lose. Why are he going to do that? So let's say that. And you have forgotten exhortation, which speaks to you as spoken, saying, my being, do not despise the Musar of Yahuwah, nor faint when you are reproved by him. Let's see what he told us. For those whom Yahuwah, those whom Yahuwah, he
discipline.
Musar. You know, we looked at him talking about coming and what he was going to do to Yasharal, Yehuda. We thought the man hated him. He had to hate him. Why would he beat him and put him through that? It was because he harmed them. It was because he harmed them. He wanted them to stay disciplined. He wanted them to stay focused on, I'm really working to try to get you to the reward. So now how they done taught us, if anything we go through, it's surely because he hates us. He don't want us to be saved. Why would he try? Why would he keep putting us through these tests? Why would he keep letting this stuff happen? It's because he's trying to get us to understand you got to endure this if you're going to be saved. And because we had known, our people had known, a lot of people falling away to destruction and can't be saved. There's a lot of people they ain't going to never make it back. They can't make it back. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know, the book says it's impossible those that were once or light and have tasted of the Shamaim gift and were made a partaker. He said, and if these should fall away, he said, man, just like you just crucified the man afresh. And then you brought him to an open shame. And some people can't make it back. They can pull out and do it. They're not going to make it back. It's not possible. And you can feel sorry for them, but if they did make it back, you ain't going to make it.
That's right.
The man ain't got no extra seat. What y'all think the man got, like 4 and 5 extra seats to the side? Ain't but so many people gonna be saved.
That's right.
It was no more than all them folk were gonna still inhabit the land. He took them people out. He said, I'm gonna let the poor inherit.
Yep.
And Yahushua said right down and told the people, first thing out the rip he told, why you think they would listen? Why would he break out and just tell people off the rip, Barak are the poor? For theirs is the Malkuth. So what did you understand about that before you were taught it?
They were poor.
They knew what he was talking about. That made sense for them. They looked at that's who inherited before when he put everybody out. After it was burned and destroyed, after he had killed their Benim off, after he took the noble down, he let the poor inherit it and gave them vineyards. That's why I'm holding on. For those whom Yahuwah are hard, he disciplines and he punishes every
being
individual whom
he receives.
Why? It made sense why he punished. See, when you don't know what, man, my daddy beat me because he hated me. Is that the truth? That's what we felt like though, didn't we? A lot of us got whipping by our parents. They hate you. Why would your parents whip you unless they hate you? And we never associate with the fact they punish, they look at you mine. I don't care about nobody else. You mine. Whom he receives. Let's see. 7. If
you endure Musar, knowing that Elohim deals with you as an Abba.
Hold on for a minute. I'm simply saying, man, King James done changed up. And when I checked, I said, I don't remember King James reading like that. Don't you throw me off like that again? I like James don't say that. I know James don't talk. That man said read that. I got this. Yeah, that's right though. So if you endure, Musa, he done said, knowing that Elohim deals with you as that's right. He said, I'm the father, you're the child. You're the son, and that's how we keep in this relationship. A father disciplines his son. That's the relationship. We ain't father and father. That's what he told her, understanding this relationship. For what?
Ben is he whom the Abba chasteneth not.
That man all over the place. Musa. That's right, Musa. His Abba does not discipline. He's asking you, what son is it that a father does not discipline? Now people say, if I know some father, you're not talking about the Abbas that's under his writings. He's telling you a father is going to discipline his son. This is what happened. He said, this is what I do. I discipline my son. Yahushua was whipped with a rod. They took a rod and beat him because he was a son. Yahuwah said, that's what I do with my son if I receive him. If I'm going to take him in, he's going to be mine, then I'm going to whip him. All right, come on. Verse 8. But
if ye be without Musar, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards,
illegitimate,
and not beneath.
And you're not a son. I thank the Lord, he don't never discipline me. I'm going to be one of his good ones. You better than Yahushua. You better than Yahushua. The man just said, if you not getting chastened, then you illegitimate. You know who you don't whip? I been in the store, you see some kid acting up. I don't run in and grab that child whooping. They ain't mine.
That's right.
That looks stupid. You be thinking yourself, that child need one. You be thinking, and you know what you say? If it were mine,
right.
That's where you leave it. That's what Yahushua would do with these people, and Yahuwah do with these people out here. They said, man, how these people, look, these folk be going, how these folk be doing and get away? How these folk be doing that? I don't know why how them people in the store, they not yours, right?
That's
how many of y'all done seen kids showing out somewhere you said, boy, that was mine, but that couldn't be mine? How many of y'all done did that? But you didn't do nothing. Guess what Yahuwah do when he see these people out here doing what they doing? If they were mine. Mine couldn't do it.
That's right.
He do the same thing you do. I ain't got a dog in that fight. They not mine.
That's right.
He don't told you. Let's go back to the 3rd chapter right quick of the book of Zephaniah. I'm trying to get y'all finished. Zephaniah, they call it Zephaniah. I'll try to get y'all finished. That's Habakkuk. Zephaniah.
Below Habakkuk.
No.
Below Habakkuk.
Below Habakkuk. Okay, 3. Appreciate it. We'll start verse 1 again. Listen what he told. Woe
to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city.
See that? They were rebellious. He looking at his kid. They rebelling against it and defiled themselves. Let's see what happened.
She shamma not the call. She received not correction. She trusted not in Yahuwah. She drew not near to her Elohim.
See that? Because she didn't have confidence in him. Y'all hear that? One right, even Jacob told us to draw nigh Yehu. He called us Kataim. Told us to purify, cleanse your hands, you Kataim. He told draw nigh to him. He called us sinners. Told you to cleanse your hands. Because Yahuwah not going to let you handle him and you filthy. This is what happened.
Her Sharim, within her are roaring Ari. Her Shaphatim are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the morrow.
Who taught y'all about this? That's right. Because wolves are known to devour and eat their food and not leave. A lot of times they don't leave. They'll devour and try to eat everything at one time. And that's what we learned. And that worked out for us with who? With Yahushua. That's why they took him down. They were like, the noon was getting ready to come up. Right. They like, we had to get him down. We got to get rid of it. See, nobody would have known this except we had alignment.
That's right. He
limited us to understand it. Because before you were taught, what did this mean to you? They were like Ari, her judges are like wolves. Look what they are. What kind? Evening wolves. They did not leave the bones for the morning. They told them that they would get ready to come up on Pesach.
That's right.
And they had to get him down and get him buried. What did they bury? His bones. He told they were evening wolves. They said that it was getting late. We got to get him down. and bury. We got to get rid of this. Get rid of everything now. They were evening wolves. He told us that.
Yes, sir.
Who would have known this? Man, we ain't had no idea we were reading this stuff. Okay, go ahead. 4.
The Sadak Yahuwah is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring.
Hold on for a second. Verse 4. Our verse 4 read different.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm at 5.
Okay.
Her Nabaim are Ur
He said they reckless.
and treacherous persons.
Uh-huh.
Her Kohanim have polluted the Makdash. They have done violence to the Torah.
Hold on for what do you call the sanctuary? Oh yeah, Kudash. The sanctuary. He called it Kudash. So he tried to say they profaned the Kudash, the area where they sacrifice. They have done violence, which they done damage to the Torah. Y'all hear that?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of damage. Which makes sense though. And I'm based off of this, just reading it. When he talking about and her Kohanim for priests have profaned the Kudash. They have done violence to the, which they did damage. Which makes sense when Yahushua would have talked to him in the 23rd chapter of the book of Matthew, why he was so critical about them. How they had did so much damage. In the 23rd chapter, it was just constantly just running them down by being a hypocrite. Just calling them Adam, but he kept calling them hypocrites. Adam, because he kept talking about how they made clean outside the cup, but inside, which means they had done damage and people were watching them. He told you all they bid you to do, but not
After the work.
He said because they done damage to the Torah. Because they were telling people stuff and people were watching them, they were doing differently. They were looking good on the outside, he said, but the inside. He told these people compare sea and land. They made one new convert. And when he had made twofold the being of Sheol. Then who? Then they sell. They do more, they done damage to the Torah. The people they recruited were in worse shape than they were.
Right.
So it made sense why he spent so much time in what we call the 23rd chapter, just constantly degrading them. Because he looked at you did a lot of damage.
Right.
You got a lot of people that's gone away because of you. All right, let's see what else he told them. Y'all hang in there, y'all almost done. Verse 5. Try to endure, try it one time, endure. We've been behind. I'm telling you, we behind. Yahuwah.
Sadak Yahuwah is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his mashpat to Ur. He faileth not, but the Rosha knoweth no shame.
So unjust. What did he put for that? Yeah, we use Rosha for unjust. Then what did he put for unjust? I'm sitting color. Oh, right here. That's the What's that? On all. All. Yeah, because it's the right? They're doing it for salt for the Yeah, Shureg, the What's this? What's this, Hakeem? Comments. Patah. So that's telling you too with the that it's soft, it's shorter, like it's a softer sound. So the kind of, okay. How you pronounce it? Because you got the and then you got the soft in front of it, so it's gonna make more of the sound. Oh, see how they go? They was trying to tell you, they don't say like aval. Aval is what it's saying. Morally, unjust, unrighteous, wicked. Evil, morally. Okay? Unjust, unrighteous, wicked. Aval is what they're trying to say. But I mean, this is Shurig. With Shurig, it's going to be the as in blue, and it's going to be long. Am I correct, Boston? I think it's long. So that is going to make a longer sound based off of the vowel point. Y'all got it? I think Shurig is S-U-R-E-Q. S-U-R-E-Q. So you got two of them for the Then you got kibitz. Most High willing, probably what we're going to do, we'll just put them up here so everybody can learn them. and we'll learn the vowel point so y'all see it. Because it's for us to learn a discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you fight against an enemy, you don't have a discipline. He showed it to y'all then, it was a quick one, but we'll get it. We're gonna spend some time on it and try to go over. I never seen that chart, but we'll look at that and go over it and just make sure we familiarize ourselves with it, okay? Y'all wanna do that? Yes, sir. Okay, we'll do that. So y'all just don't take what I say. Okay, so of all, for the unjust knows no shame. Morally, some unjust people, they know no shame. Okay, verse 6, what happened?
I have cut off the Goyim.
You cut them off? What else?
Their towers are desolate.
They ruined.
I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no Ish, that there is none inhabited.
Y'all see that? That sound familiar? That's what happened when they came to Jerusalem. Mm-hmm. That's what Nebuchadnezzar did when he let his captain of his host did. They went through, he burned it down. He made their street desolate. He said nobody was passing by, and their cities were laid waste, so that there was no Ish. There is no inhabitant. Listen what happened. Verse 7.
I said, surely thou wilt yarrow me, thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off.
See that? That was the whole purpose he did. He said, surely, he said they will fear me. When I done it, surely they would accept it, so I wouldn't cut them people off completely. What happened?
Howsoever I punished them.
He said, and all that I have appointed concerning her.
But they come early and corrupted all their doing.
They make no difference. They went right back to what they've been doing. Like some of y'all do. Go ahead.
Therefore, wait ye upon me.
Do what? Therefore, do what?
Wait ye upon me.
Who's saying this?
Yahuwah.
For what happened?
Until the yom that I come up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the Goyim, that I may assemble the Malkuth, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the Arats shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Let's see what happened.
For then will I turn to the arm a pure language, that they may all call upon the Shem of Yahuwah to serve him with one consent.
Oh, one shoulder. What happened?
From beyond the Naharim of Cush may suppliant
my worshipers,
even the Bath of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering.
Yeah, that's what happened.
In that yom shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my Kudash Har.
Mm-hmm.
I will also leave in the midst of thee.
What was you going to do now?
I will also leave in the midst of thee.
Of what?
And afflicted and poor on.
And?
They shall trust in the Shem of Yahuwah.
Barak are the poor.
That's right.
But theirs is going to be the Malkuth Elohim. So he got a purpose. When he gathered all these people together, what you think that Nebuchadnezzar was doing? He was gathering all them people together. And he poured out all his fierce anger on those people. That was his determination to take those people down. Because Yahuwah had put it in his law. But you know who he wound up leaving them? He left a humble and a strict people. He said, these are the people that's going to inherit. See, that was his determination. See, we watch Yahuwah take people down and what he do, it's for us to consider. That could be you. And that's what he did. He made them consider. How you think? Were those people already humble and stricken before that? No. It was after they seen all that happen. Yahuwah said, that's my determination. I'm finna gather all going. That's why they virus wiping these people out. Yahuwah is going to assemble all these people. All these folks, don't you know he done told you all these people going to rise up and they going to rise up to fight against the Lamb. But he told you, but the Lamb going to overcome them. Huh? He's the Adon of Adoni. Y'all hear me? He's the Malak of the Malakim. He going to prevent, all they going to come up to be a fight against him. I'm on his side. Yes, I'm on his side. We taking out vaccinated and non-vaccinated. Everything that come up against the fight, that come up against the Lamb, I'm with him. Yes, y'all hear me? Yes, so that's our goal to make sure we get understanding. Yes, that's two. Appreciate Mr. Hoover. Wonderful Husha. Wonderful Husha. He said it. That's our goal. Get this thing right. That's it, y'all. We definitely trying to